He stands at 176 centimeters tall with a reach of 178 centimeters. And he'll be facing Emmanuel Augustus, who stands 5'7" tall with a reach of 68 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am.
Dalton Thunder Smith fighting out of the Steel City of Sheffield, United Kingdom. And here is Emmanuel Augustus, this guy known for his unconventional fighting style, and I don't use that term loosely.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the class. This bout. All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. And there's the bell for round one. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be here tonight.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
Fighter will say no mas. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Beautiful counter shot. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Smith in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come up.
Here we go for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Straight right just misses. Do you believe what we are seeing? If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
A flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. Can't find a home with that jab. One punch could change everything in this battle. close round with 10 seconds to go. Smith in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. There's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Augustus is wobbly right now in some big trouble. But somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. And he misses with that jab. Dalton Smith on his way out, it seems. Looks like trouble. Hold it right there. Dalton Smith just took a big shot. And Thunder Smith goes down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Smith in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down.
There's the bell to start round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Counter punch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. Insane action. I guess showboating is part of their plan. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. No rest for the weary. Oh my word, Dalton Smith, look out. And did you see that? Dalton Smith just took... You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming and there was nothing they could do.
I need to see that again.
talk about Smith in that last round. They say no one knows a fight. Time for the 5th round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. On his way out, it seems. Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down. Looks like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Oh my word, Dalton Smith, look out. He couldn't take anymore, and down goes Dalton Smith. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
A shot from the gods took him out.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Smith in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To make up.
There's the bell for round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Did you see that? Dalton Smith on his way out, it seems. Well done with that counter shot. Did you see that? Dalton, what a shot, and Smith couldn't take it. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is God. Did you see the shot?